One of the rarest cars in Forza Horizon 5 that I didn't even own until now finally found its way into the Backstage shop. And it's not only rare, it's also pretty cool in A-Class as a Purist. So definitely spend one of your passes on this car, and in this video you're not only going to see the car, but you're also going to see my tuning setup that I used for this. Let's go. Welcome back everybody, I'm your favorite German potato, and this is the lovely Lotus Esprit V8, which I was finally able to obtain through the Backstage shop since, you know, I was gone for like 2 or 3 years, and that's why I wasn't able to get the car in the meantime due to this fear of missing out systematic in Forza Horizon 5. Let's hope Forza Horizon 6 is slightly different there, but yes, I can finally drive this car, and here we are, guys. Sierra Wertsprint in a pretty OP lobby in which I had a few amazing races. We are third right now behind the M3 and also behind the Datsun, driven by Pluga, one of our lovely community members here, guys. Can I win this race in this very, very cool Purist in A-Class in our Lotus Esprit with like 430, 440 horsepower, something like this. A really, really cool, well-rounded car with rear-wheel drive, obviously. So we tried to overtake the M3 on the right here. We tried not to make any contact here. You know, I was pretty cautious there, but so was the M3, driven by Cascade, and Pluga still in the lead. And here still, you know, this is clean racing. This is what I want to see in Horizon Online Racing, guys. Smash like if you think the same. And now it's about Pluga versus Johnson, but maybe Cascade can also still play his role here by just being the third who's waiting for, yeah, a mistake from both of us. Let's see. So I've got the better line here on this hairpin, which means that our angle is slightly better. Pluga was, yeah, taking some props with him. I think that's why he got brake there. But as you can see, his mid-speed acceleration of the Datsun is slightly better. And now Pluga was steering into us, as if I'm not there. Pluga, I was right on your left. And here we got another little bump from him. Lovely. And here again. Seems like I was blocking him slightly there, Pluga. Yeah. What do you say about this? I want to read it in the comment section, mate. So we are in front of him. Can we handle his pressure, guys? 20% left, but now it happens. I'm taking this turn much better than him, and this is also where our car is much superior than his when it comes to these mid-speed, yeah, grip turns basically. And now it's just about surviving, and we win race number 1 in this lovely Lotus Esprit V8. Let's head straight to the next one. And to win race number 2, I definitely need your support, ladies and gents. Definitely smash like and subscribe if you're new for more entertaining and educating Forza Horizon 5 content here. Welcome to our lovely Johnson Racing community. And in this race, in race number 2, I was hunted by Das Obihörnchen. That's a name you can only pronounce when you're German, like this German potato head sitting in front of you now. Now everybody together, Das Obihörnchen. Now you, tell me, Das? Completely right. We're in the lead after 30%, and he's hunting us without mercy, guys. Can we handle his pressure here? It's not Pluga this time, it's our German fella there. And let me tell you guys, this Esprit is awesome. Sometimes it feels a bit heavy. You also see this, you know, that sometimes I was not pushing the car enough probably. You know, this is something you definitely have to learn. But other than that, it's an amazing car. And it's pretty rare, you know. I didn't find any car of these in the auction house before I was recording this video. So definitely spend one of your passes on this car. And after this race, we are going to talk about my upgrades and about my tuning setup. But it's actually pretty straightforward in this case. But let's see if das Obihörnchen gets back. Yes. How many times did I say his name in this race now, guys? Let me know. 4 times? 5 times? I don't know. I just love this name. So it's super important to nail this last turn, and yeah, I did. But him as well. And you also see now that the top speed of our Esprit is pretty good as a Purist. You can reach something like 300 kilometers per hour. But how do we get there? How do we make this car one of the best Purists in A-Class in the Backstage shop? And first of all, I have to tell you that this tune is originally uploaded by Let's Lou. So if you simply want to download, guys, the tune can be found in a huge setup spreadsheet in the description of the video. But now, guys, let's take a look at the tire compound. And of course, we get off-road tires or rally tires depending on your settings in the game. Sometimes they're called differently. We get the widest rear tires, go with these, and oh, we have the standard rim size this time, guys. This is super interesting. In terms of rear track width, we go with this one here, and that's it for now for tires and rims already, guys. You know, we don't have to talk about aero and appearance, we don't have to talk about conversions, as, you know, it's a Purist. It doesn't feature conversions. So, drivetrain, guys. Clutch, of course, we don't need it. In terms of transmission, we're also going with the stock one. And regarding the driveline, we go with the sport version. Let's head to the differential, and here, of course, it's the drift differential. Yes, the lovely drift differential. Followed by platform and handling, we have stock brakes, guys. I'm sorry about that. We even have stock springs and dampers in this time, but hey, that just means we don't need to, change so much in the fine-tuning section afterwards. But okay, front anti-roll bars and rear anti-roll bars are like, you know, must-have. You always have to go with these, and so is the race weight reduction. And now it's about the engine, guys. We have a few engine parts actually that we install. It's the sport intake, it's the race fuel system, it's the race ignition, and we also get the race exhaust. But this brings us to A800. And that means we're done here. And now we basically have like the most straightforward fine-tuning section ever, since we only have tires, we only have the tire pressure with 23.8 and 23.5, so pretty standard as always here. We then can go to anti-roll bars, which are 165, our base model, our starting values. But if you think the car is a bit too slidey, which I would understand in this case, you can also go to like 565 or try 160, for example. You know, this should make the car a bit more stable. And other than that, guys, since the rest is stock, we can only go to differential. And here I've got 93% for acceleration and 3% for deceleration. But again, if this is a bit too aggressive, maybe go for, I don't know, 95, for example, you know, reduce the spread a bit here, and then you should already be okay. But we go with this, what I had before, and that's it, guys. And that's it already. That was the Lotus Esprit V8 Quickie today. Let me know in the comments, do you like it more when these videos are shorter or when they're longer? And by speaking of long, I won't use this for a joke now. Definitely check out my Best Backstage Cars 2026 video. Super useful information, especially if you're interested in the Backstage shop and stuff like that. 10 amazing races and 10 amazing cars. The best ones in the shop. I'm your favorite German potato. Smash like, subscribe. I'll see you next time. Cheers.